Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you a daily word for men for October 9th, 2024, Wednesday. And this is the word engaging. The biblical quote: Certainly God has heard me, He has attended to the voice of my prayer. What an exciting time it is for a couple when they get engaged. There is hope, expectation, joy, and love abounding. Engagement is a focused season for all those involved in the family. Intensive time together includes wedding planning photos, family dinners, meeting in laws, and everything in between. It can be a stressful time, but it also can be a good time, kind of stress because it is rewarding. Being engaged in what you are doing is also rewarding. The focused attention on your subject or activity allows for undistracted attentiveness. It usually occurs because it brings pleasure, sometimes work related, and other times relationally. But whatever the situation, our engagement keeps us aware, lively, and responsive. We are all made to engage, and specifically with Christ, our Creator. And this is a question: what does it feel like? What does it scratch that? It's night. It's getting hard to read out here. How does it feel when you are with someone and they are attentive to you? Well, my answer to this involves different situations. I'll tell you, when I was in the ICU and for 3 months, I was very, very happy for attentiveness to all my needs. Some of the people there were attentive, some weren't. I had plugs in my drains, and some of the nurses didn't even check it. Some did. And I remember I bent over to shave in the sink. I was able to stand up, and the plugs all they were so blocked. The pressure of my bending to look in the mirror to shave because I was taller than the mirror forced them to pop out, and they were draining then. But I'm a very shy person. I'm uncomfortable usually with attention, unless it's for bodily needs. I always have, I always think, why are they doing this for me? What's up here? What do they want out of it? I'm very suspicious. And so I'm, I try not to be put offish, but it just, I get nervous when someone's paying me too much attention. Unless, of course, it's a relative or someone. And of course, again, we have this example of distress and eustress. When they're talking about wedding planning, it can be distress, but it can be eustress too. You get to know each other. You get to see what you like. So I think it says our engagement keeps us aware. Our engagement in life. That means we are social animals and we do form groups. And the stated goal when you get married is one husband, one wife, and a family. And we all interact with each other. We come together for work. We come together for worship. So we are social beings. And that's quite often how we engage with each other in these sort of semi-formal settings. But I'll just say again, I'm very suspicious. It's always been my way since I was a kid, and so I usually get there where I'm engaging, but I'm very slow at it. I can remember my high school used to have a dance, and I'd be off to the side. I was very young, I was 13 uh, when I started school. I had just turned 13, and of course, you had some 17, 18-year-old girls. They invited Catholic girls to the dance, and so I was very reluctant to even ask them to dance. And occasionally, I just said, "I'm going to do it." I did it, and they said yes, and they asked about me, and uh, I think they were trying to be extra kind to me. Uh, and then, of course, as I get older, taller, I hadn't hit my growth spurt. I ended up being 6'3". I didn't I didn't mind going over, and if they turned me down, I'd figure, well, it's their loss. So, but that was a start. Well, I remember one girl said, "You want to go downstairs and get a soda?" Down in the cafeteria, we had, they'd have soda. I think it was 10 cents for a soda or something, where you could talk and get away from the loud noise of the music. And I'd do that. I never got a real date from the dances, but eventually I had a good time. It took me a long time to open up. I thought I looked so gawky when I was a kid. And if someone said, "Yeah, I'll dance with you," that's when I got this feeling like, why are they so accommodating to me? What's going on here? Why did they say yes, even though I wanted them to? But that's teenage angst. So I wish you a very good Wednesday, a safe Wednesday. Pray for us. Pray for us that the storms don't hit here. We don't get too much rain and start the whole flooding cycle again. God bless.